So today is part 2 of my new college series where I'm giving tips and tricks and advice for everything about college. For those who don't know me, my name is Liz and I am a blogger at lizmargaret.com where I write about my faith, life, and really encouraging and inspirational posts. So for today's video, I'm going to be talking about social life in college. I just want to point out that everything I'm about to talk about is coming from a Christian perspective. You know, my experience in college was going through college as a Christian, so that definitely affects how I went about friendships and relationships in school and different things like that. So I just want you to keep that in mind. But even if you're not a girl who's a Christian like me, that's okay, because you might be able to take something from this. So anyways, today will be practical tips on how you can find friends, how you can balance relationships and your family relationships in college. So let's get started. So the first thing I'll say about college is that finding friends is actually pretty easy. And what I mean by that is that, especially if you're staying on campus, you know, your school is filled with many people. And so there's so many opportunities for you to meet people, find friends, especially freshman year when everybody's new and there's orientation and you just naturally end up meeting a lot of different people. You know, so compared to everything else going on in college, I would say finding friends is the least of your worries, but finding the right friends can be a bit more of a challenge, or at least it will take more time. And you have to be patient with yourself. You know, if you're new student on campus, is be open-minded to friendships. You know, you'd be surprised where you can find friendships and who your friends might be. I think it's important that you go out of your comfort zone. For me, I'm naturally an introvert. I'm typically good on my own, but of course I need friends in my life and I love having people around at the same time. So for me, I knew, hey, I'm gonna have to go out of my comfort zone if I want to, you know, meet the right friends, and that's okay. I think that college was able to really stretch me and help me to become more outgoing and more friendly. And so don't be afraid to go out of your comfort zone. If you're shy, don't be afraid to say hi to somebody. Don't be afraid to smile. Don't be afraid to start a conversation. You'd be surprised what great friends you can make out of just a tiny moment of you stepping out in confidence. Something I also want to mention is be involved. Get involved in extracurricular activities. I think that definitely helps because you're going to meet so many different people. Maybe join a club if you want to learn a new skill. I don't know, whatever club's on your campus and something that you're interested in, join that. Because what's the cool thing is not only will you be gaining new knowledge about something or be able to get involved in something, but you're also going to meet like-minded people. Go to events on campus if there are, you know, study breaks, if there's free food events, where there's typically a lot of free food. Go to that and you'll be able to make a lot of new friends that way. Something that's very, very important is stay true to yourself. What I find on college is that there will be a million different people, especially if you go to a big school. There's so many different ideas going on, but stay true to your values, stay true to who you are, be honest with yourself, and you will attract the people who will like you for who you are, and you're also going to attract people who will build you up in who you are. So don't pretend to be somebody else. It's going to be very exhausting, and you know, people can see through that. So instead, just be yourself and, you know, be able to build yourself up and have confidence in who you are. And it's a process, you know, but that's okay. I think this is a perfect opportunity for you to get to know yourself better and to just really grow into your own skin. It's important to not judge other people, but be selective with who you allow close into your life and who you spend your time with. Filter out the people who are going to bring that drama, who are going to bring you down. If you're hanging out with someone, this is something I always keep in mind. If you're hanging out with somebody and afterwards you feel bad about yourself, whether it's this person leads me to compromise certain things or this person just is condescending, if this someone makes you feel bad about yourself, reconsider that relationship. You don't need to continue that. You know, it's time to be responsible in who you let into your life, who you let into your mind. Very, very important for you to pick the right people. Put in the work to be a good friend to other people, but also don't let friendships drain you. It's okay to take a break. It's okay to be alone. You know, I find that sometimes people are like, oh no, I don't have anything to do on a Friday night. that's fine. Take a nap. Like, watch some Netflix, study. I don't know, read a book. Just take some time for yourself. That's okay. It's okay to be alone. It's okay, and you should be comfortable and learn how to get comfortable being alone and being your own person. That's so important, and it's really going to help you build a foundation and in yourself for the rest of your life. In terms of relationships, I definitely say all the tips on friendships is pretty much the same for relationships. It's the same idea. Be yourself, be open-minded, but have your standards. Dating in college, for my personal opinion, I don't like the idea of casual dating. I do think that the people that you feed into your life will shape you, and I think that you shouldn't be frivolous with who you allow into your life, especially emotionally. Don't feel pressure to do what everybody else is doing. Just because everybody else is maybe getting involved with this person, that person, doesn't mean you have to as well. I think it's important to get to know yourself first before you consider relationships. I think it's important to get to know the person first, to make a wise decision, just as you would with a friendship. Make a wise decision as you would with a relationship. Get to know somebody, Dating in college can totally be frivolous, but it also depends on who you surround yourself with. If you're surrounding yourself with people who don't do certain things, you're not going to be exposed to it. But if you are surrounding yourself with people who do certain things, you're going to be exposed to it. Be smart with who you lend your heart to. This is serious. It might be, oh, I'm young, but guess what? It can carry with you for the rest of your life. Your reputation is important. The way you hold yourself is important. You don't know. Especially for me, I definitely believe God can bring people into your life for a reason. So be open-minded, but be wise. Don't make impulsive decisions when it comes to people. It's just not worth it at the end of the day. If you also are a Christian like me, be praying about your friends, be praying about who God has for you. It's important to set yourself up for that, but don't ever make stuff like this a focus at the end of the day. You have to have a balanced mind, have a balanced mindset. Keep rolling, keep your head up, and keep moving. Yeah, learn yourself first. That is the key to success in any type of connection with somebody else, any type of friend, whatever. Learn yourself first, get to know yourself, improve yourself, and we'll see what the future holds. Don't forget your family just because you're away from them. Even if you don't have a close relationship with your family, what I find is that college is actually a really good time to keep in touch with your family and to learn from them. For me, my parents were a huge support system, and I would even call my mom every single day. I mean, every single day. Freshman year to senior year, I would call my mom every day. We got so close, and I'm so thankful for her because there's no way I would have been able to get through college without my mother. Keep in touch, be a blessing to your family. You'd be surprised on how keeping in touch with your parents, keeping in touch with your little siblings, whoever, will just really brighten their day. So I think it's important to not just be selfish with your time. Yes, you have this freedom. Yes, it's awesome. But at the same time, be connected with your family, your support system, because they love you. They're there for you. Yes, college is about getting an education, but relationships are also important. It's important to have a balanced mindset when it comes to people in your life, and to make sure you have time to have fun with other people. That's important. But you want to make sure that you invest in the right people. Don't make decisions you're going to regret. If you make the same decision over and over again, knowing the consequences, that's not a mistake, that's a decision. So make the right choices. It's going to catch up with you. Learn yourself and love yourself. Now at college, you're on your own, most likely, if you're living on campus. So it's time, get to know yourself, get to know your habits, build better habits with yourself, take care of yourself. If you don't love yourself, you're going to surround yourself with the wrong people. And these people will not be good. At the end of the day, if you know something ain't right, just don't do it. It's not worth it. Don't be selfish. Don't be a user of people. Have sincere relationships with people. Help others. Love others. Be kind to others. And it will just make your experience so much sweeter, because you don't want to be that person who, people know, oh, that's that person. I don't trust this person. You don't want to be that. You're going to enter situations where you will have to make decisions. So make the right decisions, be wise in how you conduct yourself, how you conduct your relationships, because you can change other people's lives. People can change your lives for the better or the worse. So it's up to you at the end of the day. For me, being a Christian, I saw my relationships as how God is teaching me through other people. I really strive to not get to the end of the day and say, oh, I regret this. I wanted to make the right decisions for myself, knowing that I'm growing closer to the Lord. The people I'm surrounding me with, they're helping me grow closer to the Lord. So make sure that you can, come to the end of the day and say, hey, I'm happy with the decisions I made today. And, I'm on the right path. You don't have to do what other people are doing. You don't have to mess up. You don't have to go through all that. You can seriously avoid it. So if you can do it, do it. And if you make a mistake, don't condemn yourself. I just want to personally say, God loves you and he knows you. And if you don't know him, I would love to talk to you more about that and just know how God, he really shaped my experiences, the way I saw other people, the way I saw myself. And when I found my identity in Christ, it changed my entire perspective. I just want to say, if you guys have any other questions about college, social life, things like that, please inbox me. You can go to my Tumblr, lizmargaret.tumblr.com. This was just a little snippet about how you should be open-minded to friendships in college, how you should balance yourself. And in the next video, I'm going to be talking a bit more about the school aspect of college, how to get good grades, and how to manage your time. So stay tuned for the part 3 of this series. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys in the next video.